Good morning. It is Friday, April 25th, and it is 3:40 in the morning. I haven't fallen asleep. I have been awake since yesterday. I took a nap when I came home from chemo yesterday, but I haven't. That was the only time I slept. It was like an hour, and I have been up. I binge watched the entire season 5 of You. I like that show. So I kind of got lost in Netflix today because I just wanted to kind of just I can't find the words. I just wanted to get out of cancer world for a little bit and get into a world of fiction. So I did that. I binge watched 10 episodes. It's a lot of hours of TV. I have noticed that on day 1 of the Taxol infusion, my face gets tingly, and it's tingly right now. It's like an itch all over my face. I noticed it last week, and I'm noticing it now. My nails, it's hard to see, but my nails are getting blacker. As you saw from yesterday, I had a hard day yesterday, emotionally. My anxiety was through the roof. I don't know why this is like the easier chemo physically, but I don't know what about the process at this point in time is causing me to have so much anxiety. I don't know what it is, but I could feel myself as the moment I stepped into my sister's car. I dropped all my kids off at my parents' house and then jumped in my sister's car, and she drove me to my appointment. And the moment I stepped foot in the car, I could just feel like just a stuffiness. My nose literally just starts to shut down, and I'm trying to breathe, and I'm like, oh, don't start now. And then there was a lot of traffic on the highway, and I'm just like, oh, Jesus, help me. I'm just like proclaiming the blood of Christ over my body, over my emotions. And I'm opening the window, and it got to a point that now I'm sticking my hand inside of my drinking water because I put a lot of ice and water in there to last me the whole day. And I'm just like putting it on my face to kind of cool myself down. And the moment we got into the complex, my nose just like shut down, and the pressure in my head, and I had to take off the seatbelt, take off my hat. I just have to feel like there's nothing on me. And we got to the front. My sister dropped me off at the front, and I just lost it. I just started crying and crying, and she was like, "No, don't worry, go inside. I'll take my time. I'll meet you up there." So I went inside, and I went straight to the bathroom because whenever I'm having, my panic attacks, I need cold water on my face and on my head like ASAP. And so I literally just went straight to the bathroom, and I'm like crying, like boohoo crying in the hallway. And I'm trying to keep my head down so people don't look at me, but I'm sure, people noticed. And went to the bathroom, and I'm just throwing cold water on my face. I put the rags on my head. As you can see from, the video yesterday, if you watch yesterday's video, I just tried calming myself down. And then I went back outside. It's like, I gotta help my sister, So I went back out, I got her wheelchair, and we went upstairs. I checked in for my appointment, and I'm trying to stay calm, and my face is just like red, and you could tell I've been crying. And they're really nice. At this point, they know me, and they're like, "How are you?" And I'm like, "I'm okay." And I don't want to talk because talking makes me cry more when I'm in that state. And so when I went to the back to get my blood drawn and the port accessed, the girl's like, "How are you doing today?" And I'm like, "Okay." And she's asking me something, and I'm just like, the tears just start rolling down my face. She's like, "Do you need tissue?" And I'm like, "No, I've got toilet paper." I literally walk around with a roll of toilet paper in my pocket. And she's like, "Are you alone? Do you have someone here to support you?" And I was like, "Yeah, my sister's here." And I'm trying to control myself, and I can feel just the top half of my head just shutting off, like just the pressure. And I dried my face. It's like a little bug. I'm trying so hard to get the bugs out of my plants. I have these 2 plants left over there. Excuse the mess. It's just whatever. I'm trying to save those plants over there with neem oil and the little sticky flour that you put in there to catch all the bugs, but it's like I can't get rid of them, and I don't want to throw out my plants. I want to get more plants. Like I had to cut clippings off of a plant that I had back here because again there were bugs in it, but I want to fill all this up with like pretty flowers and plants and just make it feel like a garden in here. But with the other plants having bugs in them, I don't want to bring in a new plant and then get that plant infested. So if you have any advice, you have a green thumb, comment below, help a sister out. Back to cancer. So I got the blood drawn. I again went back to the bathroom, put the cold water, put more rags, and I'm literally dripping. Like my shirt is wet because I'm just allowing the cold water to just drip on my face. And I checked into my appointment and met with the doctor, and I was fine. And then I checked in for my infusion appointment. It's 3 appointments in one day that I have to do. And then I check in, and then I go do my infusion. And the nurse, she's been with me since like day 1. She's like, "What's going on? I don't like your face like this. ¿Qué te pasa, María Elena? ¿Qué te pasa?" She's Dominican. I said, just I'm okay. It's a rough day. And she's like, "Yeah, what's going on? What's going on?" And so now, whatever. They take me to the back. I get into the chair, cry a little bit more, but I'm like, I can't keep crying because the more I cry, the more this shuts off. And I always tell myself, I cannot allow this toxic medication to enter my body when my mind is not right. Like, I don't know if it's just me being like overly spiritual or whatever, but that's just a big thing for me. Like, I have to receive this medication, and I have to receive it in a calm way, in a positive way, covered in prayer. And even though I was out of it, and my sister and I didn't do the formal prayer because I just didn't want to talk out loud. When I was sitting in the seat and they started the flush and the IV, I was like, I know I'm going to fall asleep because of the Benadryl. And I was just praying in my mind. I gotta have this. Whoops. Yeah, we're having a pizza at 3 a.m. I know, that's another thing we're going to talk about too. But, I was just praying in my mind. I'm like, God, please help me to calm down. Help me to get through today. Help me to trust this process. Please cover me, Lord. And, I'm saying my prayers, and then my sister came to the back, and they started the chemo. By the time they start the chemo, excuse me, it's not like the first chemo that I had. The first chemo that I have, they don't give you Benadryl. I'm having some carrot juice, carrot pineapple. My mom made it. It's really good, so good. So, my pizza got burnt. Whatever. So it's not like the first chemo where, you're like, I'm like mad awake. For this one, by the time the chemo is started, the Benadryl has hit so hard that I'm like, I can't keep my eyes open, and I give in, and I go to sleep. So I put on my ice gloves, my ice socks, and then I just, I fell asleep, and I woke up. And this chemo, it goes faster because since I'm falling asleep, like I just feel like I'm in and out. So that's a positive. So we were done by around 11:30. And I guess when I woke up, the nurse was like, "Are you feeling a little better? How you doing? Maybe you needed a nap. Maybe that always helps." And there's a volunteer that comes in and like gives snacks and resources. And she left some pamphlets on, coping with cancer and support and stuff like that. And so I'll definitely be reading it because everything that they give me, I read. I really do. I try my best to be a well-informed patient. So I'm going to be reading it later on today. And I came home. I picked up my kids, came home, I bought them lunch. And it's like, the whole day was fast food, the whole day. And it like bothers me so much. I don't want to cry. Breakfast was McDonald's. Lunch was Wendy's. Dinner was pizza. I feel so much shame. So much shame that I can't properly feed my family, It bothers me a lot. And what bothers me, there's different aspects of why buying fast food bothers me. There's a bunch of them. If you've been following me for years, from my frugal mom days, you know that I have had a crazy addiction to fast food to the point of like spent thousands of dollars. And that's embarrassing to me. And so that the financial aspect, the implications of buying fast food financially, that shames me so much. Then you've got the aspect of raising young children, knowing that they have asthma and eczema, and a lot of the times, the nutrition that goes into your body either positively affects or negatively affects your conditions. So I've been noticing that my son's eczema has been coming back. We did so well. His skin is so beautiful, and now he's starting to itch again. So it's all the crappy food, My daughter's also having issues with her skin and her asthma. And then just, it's such a poor example that I'm setting for them. Such a poor example. So that shames me. And then with regard to cancer, I just feel so horrible because I'm like, eating fast food is not going to help the cancer. It's not, And I mean, you got the school of thought that, sugar feeds cancer and makes it grow more. And then when you ask the doctors, they're like, there's no scientific evidence on that. None. Like, I sat in a room with the chief of surgical staff. I mean, this woman is like a legend in New York City. And I had a consult with her and I asked her these questions and she was just like, no. She was like, there's no scientific evidence on that. None. Then you go to Instagram and everybody on Instagram is, a cancer guru. And they're like, oh, well, it does. And I spoke to a dietitian and an oncology dietitian. And she said, look, do we want you to eat sugar while you're on cancer treatment? No. Do we want you to eat sugar when you're not on cancer treatment? No. Sugar's not good for you, right? If you're gonna have it in moderation. But the thought process of that sugar specifically feeds cancer cells, she's like, there have been no conclusive scientific studies on that particular matter. She says, sugar does feed all the cells in your body. It feeds brain cells. It feeds all of them, right? Your body absorbs it, takes it in. So she's like, so we can't conclusively say, okay, cancer cells specifically feed on sugar. And I'm like, I guess I hear you. But she's like, if you can stay away from it, do it, because it's not going to help you. You're going to gain weight and it's not going to help your fatigue. It's not going to help you overall. So she's like, doesn't necessarily feed cancer, but let's curtail, so much sugar consumption. So I feel horrible that, I'm drinking, I've had a few lattes here and there. I've had a couple of donuts here and there. I'm having pizza right now. Like, even talking about this and having it all burnt, it's like, do I even want to eat it, But I feel so much shame when I eat junk food, because I'm like, am I like negating the effect of chemo? Am I in some way, shape, or form creating an obstacle for the chemo to work and to work well? And I've had this like looming feeling since day one. And this is just like an underlying theme in my life. So if you want this to be a prayer point for this week, when you pray for me, take it, run with it, pray for me. Every time something bad happens in my life, I always feel like it's my fault. I always feel like I did it. When my daughter was in the hospital, like on a deathbed, she was dying. Her heart stopped and CPR and her lung collapsed and she's a little tiny 4-year-old. And I just felt so at fault, like that's my fault. I did that. When my son was diagnosed with autism and ADHD and speech delay and sensory issues, I'm like, I did that. It's my fault. So with cancer, I feel like it's my fault. Like, I did this because I don't eat right, because I'm overweight, because I don't go to church as much as I'm supposed to. I feel like I did this. I gotta calm down, because I can't breathe. And so as I'm getting toward the end of chemo, the nervousness of the scans that I have to do, or as they call it in the cancer world, scan anxiety. I'm already feeling the anxiety of what's going to happen when I have my CAT scan. Is the cancer still going to be there? Is my prognosis still going to be good? Because my prognosis was good at the beginning of this, and then the prognosis did take a turn for the worse post-surgery. Not like bad, but it did. If my prognosis was like on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being 100% curable, 1 being plan your funeral, my prognosis was like 9.5, just from the initial scans. But once I had surgery, they found the extra cancers, and they found that Curtis had spread to the lymph node, and then not only did it spread to the lymph node, but my video just cut off. So as I was saying, not only did it get to the lymph node, but it exploded the lymph node. That's what extranodal extension, ENE, that's what that means, is that the cancer cells busted through. And so because they busted through, now I have these microscopic cancer cells that went into my armpit. So they're in here somewhere. So now my thing is, now because my mind has been going crazy, I'm just thinking to myself, okay, so the node was lighting up back in July, and when I had the biopsy and I had my first MRI, the node was lighting up. But again, we didn't know if it was cancer because I had just had flu and COVID shot. 3 days before a biopsy, so they weren't sure if the node was enlarged because of the vaccines or if it was enlarged because of the cancer. So now my mind is thinking, you know. And so from July, granted before July, because at this point, you know, I'm pretty sure that the cancer was there for a while. So I'm just thinking, let's say it's as of July, I've got cancer in the node, and it's not just contained to the node, it exploded the node, so it's in my armpit. So now I start thinking, oh my God, how far have these microscopic cancer cells traveled in my armpit? How far? Are they in my shoulder? Is it in my clavicle? Because, you know, it's this area. Okay, let me just show you. This is going to be TMI, but let's just show you a few things here. I don't know if you can see it. Okay, but so you see the dip here, right? This is the expander. But literally, like, there's like a big chunk of breast that was removed. You could kind of see the hole there because that's how much they had to scrape out. So now I'm like, that's not that far from my clavicle. You know, did it get to that bone? Or my brain, you know, like you start going crazy, and I'm like, you know, just knowing that it metastasized brought me from like a 9.5 to maybe like an 8.6. It's not that low, but the survival rate past 5 years does get lower when you start getting into metastases. And so my survival rate initially went from like 99% down to like 8.86%, 8.6. That's why I say 8.6. So, you know, that was messing with my mind. And just, I don't know. I need to do some serious chit-chatting with the good Lord to help me get through the rest of this treatment, and then to start radiation, and just to give me the strength to get through the scans that I will have probably in late summer, to see if I have no evidence of disease, to see if I am truly in remission. I don't know, just a lot of anxiety. And so I guess, you know, it builds up in me. And even though before chemo day, like I'm at the park, I'm trying to, like, you know, keep myself distracted. But the moment I'm at home and I go to sleep and I'm preparing for the next day, for a chemo day, you know, the thoughts go crazy. So it is, my phone is my watch is completely dead. It's 4 something because my wake up alarm went off. So I'm gonna eat this pizza. I'll experience the shame, and then we'll try to make better decisions later in the day. I'll try to vlog, but the plan today, Friday, is do at least 1 or 2 loads of laundry, do my lesson plans for work. That's another thing that has me feeling stressed out, is going to work on Monday. I don't know. My daughter wants to spend time with me. She just wants to go for a walk, and I'm like, okay, we can do a walk tomorrow. So I'm tired. I need to go to sleep. 8 o'clock in the morning. I've been up since like 7, up on and off, super tired. Baby is cranky today, and this is the wrong day for her to be cranky because I am exhausted. Currently trying to get some laundry done early, at least 2 loads today. That's the goal, 2 loads. ¿Te gusta? Come. Wow. Esa niña come mucho. Wow. Come. Wow. All right, guys, it is 12:54. I still have not slept, but we've done some laundry. We had lunch at home, and now Ghost wanted us to take a walk, so we're taking a walk, all of us, because it is absolutely beautiful today. And we want to take advantage of being out. Hopefully after this walk, we'll all be tired and we'll all take a nap, because Mommy needs to sleep. Why? Because Mommy did not sleep last night. I went to sleep at 4 o'clock in the morning because I couldn't sleep.
Oh, and
And she woke up at 3 o'clock, ready to play. And I'm like, girl, it's 3 in the morning.
I wonder why her computer.
I know. All right, let's do our walk.
I stayed up to switch.
Yeah.
As yesterday.
Uh-huh.
And I was sleeping and I was on it. I hear steps and I think they're coming to my room.
Uh-huh.
I turn it off and put it under my bed.
Oh, okay. Come on, let's cross.
Because I don't want you to see that.
We're getting a brand new park right around the corner from my house. I'm so excited. The kids and I cannot wait.
I think it's done. No, literally.
Yeah,
it's done.
look at this. I mean, it's hard to see with the
park is
fence.
almost done.
But this used to be a big
big
baseball field, but they've now created a picnic area, some shaded seating.
Yeah, this is officially better than ACT Park and
Yeah, a whole walkway. I mean, this is exciting. They're almost done. We're probably gonna do my son's birthday party here in June with his friends. So I am so excited for this new park that we are getting right around the corner from my house.
Is that Dominican Republic or no?
No, that is not the Dominican Republic flag. I'll try to get a better view because you can't really see anything through the fence. It's hard, but it's a beautiful park. All right, so we got a little bit of a better shot. But look at that. Brand new. This park did not look like this before. It looks so good. So good. This makes me happy because when I'm paying my taxes are working, y'all. They're working.
Time, 1 hour 15 minutes. Distance, 2.03 miles. Average pace, 36 minutes 47 seconds per mile. Steps, 0. Calories, 194.
All right, we just got back in from our walk. It is 3:06, and you know what that means, a 3 o'clock hour, I start like crashing, especially on today when I have been functioning on only 3 hours of sleep. So I'm very happy that I got a few things done today, lesson plans, laundry, had a nice walk, 2 miles, we did 2.6 miles, which is good, really, really good. And now we're home and I'm just gonna rest the rest of the night. So thank you for watching, my friends. I will see you on the next one. Oh, P.S. before I forget, in terms of how I feel post-infusion, because these are chemo chronicles, trying to share with you how I'm feeling, you know, while I'm on chemo, my face is itchy. I have tingling all over my face. I've had it since yesterday. My skin feels dry. The nails are getting blacker, and you can't really catch it on camera, but like these 3 nails, they're getting black on the ends, and then like the top looks a little yellowish, so there's something going on there, but it is what it is. I'm not in any pain. I have no nausea. I have, my stomach doesn't hurt, but I do feel like I have to go to the bathroom. And the few times that I have been going to the bathroom, I'm not as regular as I normally am. It's like giving birth. Like I'm pushing and I'm like, oh, and it hurts. So definitely have to take a stool softener because I haven't gotten diarrhea. They say on Taxol you can get diarrhea, but I am having issues with my bowel movements. So, but besides that, I'm good. See you on the next one.